Hello, my name is Devynn Schulze.
And I'm Laidig.
And you're listening to another episode of Oak Performance Radio. Enjoy the show!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Oak Performance Radio. I'm your host, Adam Lane. If you're new to the show, our goal here is to create some content, some fantastic content for athletes, parents, and coaches. We tell stories, have laughs, and go into everything that is the end game of athletic performance, helping athletes achieve their optimal performance and be the best they can possibly be. Enjoy the show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Oak Performance Radio. I'm your host, Adam Lane. With me today, two seniors.
Yeah.
They have been through it all, seen it all, trials, tribulations, and they made it. They made it here. They made it to the finish line. Almost. One more tournament, and then we're signing off on high school sport and turning the page.
Senior night tonight.
It's Julia Laidig, it's Devynn Schulze.
Yep.
Ladies, thanks for joining us. We know you're busy people.
No.
You had to wake up before the crack of noon this morning.
Yep.
No school today.
Which obviously is not easy.
No.
But you did it.
Yep.
Yes.
Both up by 10
Yep.
ish. Good job.
Yep.
Thank you.
Well done. Guys, for the tens of people that listen to the show that might not know who you are and why you're such a big deal, tell them who you are and why you're such a big deal.
Okay. Well, I'm Devynn Schulze. I've played volleyball at VC. This is my 8th year. I've been here since we've opened, and I'm committed to Illinois State as a libero.
Go Redbirds.
Go Redbirds. And I'll be reporting just short of 2 months. So June 15th is my report date. So yeah.
Julia Laidig, also from Woodstock. Been playing with Devynn here at VC for 7 years. I'm going to SIU in Carbondale.
Go Salukis.
Go Salukis. I leave like a month after Devynn, so July 6th-ish. Yeah, I'm from Woodstock, the south side, north side.
Yep.
Yeah.
Battles.
Yes. Battles.
Yep.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
So friends, you've played the same position on the same team for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Outside of the school season where you play different positions,
Yeah.
Yep.
you might set or swing from the outside or swing from the outside, which I do think is great, by the way. Just
Or
an idea.
do your actual position.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Oh,
Here we go.
Play middle.
Which is good. It's good to mix it up. It's
Yes.
good to mix it up. You do the same thing all the time. I think it's fantastic. Different perspective on the game.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Learn more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, when you see an outside shank the ball, then it's hard to get mad at them because you've shanked a ball once or twice.
Yeah.
You know. And, here's what I want. Here's what I'd love to get out of this podcast, because I think we've done many podcasts where kids reflect and blah blah blah, and it's very gentle. It's very sugar coated. Oh, I can't believe like I can't believe I came this far. There's a journey. We crossed the bridge. It was great. I'm looking like you guys have none of what you have done is easy. You live an hour away. You drive here, an hour back, multiple days a week, usually 3.
Yeah.
Sometimes more.
Yeah.
And then with all the travel and all the things, and then the recruitment and the training, there's a lot. There's a lot here. If you're to look back and give words of wisdom to your younger self, like real words of wisdom, not don't sugarcoat things.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't cuss your younger self out, but like some real things. Cause I want 14s and 15s and 16s to listen to this and be like, holy crap, that's me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, or that's me right now. And I want to get to, hey, where these guys are. What do you say to younger Julia and younger Devynn?
I feel like a thing that I learned that I think Eric and Peter have done a good job, and even Adam teaching us, like, doing this, like, you get to do this. You don't have to. Like, it's a privilege to be here. It's tiring, but like, you need to do this to get where you want to go. And like, everyone, I don't know, that's just kind of one big thing. Like, you get to do this. That's something I always think about.
When did that click for you?
When I started talking to colleges.
Okay.
Yeah. So I wish I always enjoyed it, but I was like, man, this is a lot. Like, I have a lot more years to go. Like, when I was like 12, I'll be like, how are they going to college to play? Like, how do they do this? And then I learned, like, man, like, I need to do the work and enjoy doing it. Like, that's part of it too. But, yeah.
Honestly, I think the biggest battle I struggled with like 12s to like 15s year was obviously like self-talk and stuff like that. And then also comparing me to like other people. Like that is probably the biggest thing that I would say, like looking back on trying to like change, I guess, or adapt to sooner is just stop comparing myself to other people because I'm my own person. Coach it, like you're not in control of anything. You're not in control of your playing time. You're not in control of whether you're sitting the bench or not, or like you're not even in control of like the game, like the outcome of the game. So I just feel like if I were to tell myself like to stop comparing myself to other people, because that just set me back farther year after year after year. If I would have gotten that my 12s or 13s year, I would have been much of a better athlete than I feel like I am now.
So good and bad here, because sometimes I don't think comparison is bad. Like you look at someone, you're like, oh, I compare myself all the time to other gym owners or other thing. Like, oh, I could coaches, and not necessarily comparison, but more of like oh, they did that. That was a really good idea.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that too. Like steal stuff. Like to be honest with you. And I think I did similar things, and I hope they're freshmen and sophomores listening to this going, oh, and just being able to watch you guys play. And you guys are different in your libero
That's
styles.
what I would say too.
Not
like,
the same athlete.
No, like coaches say, like there's two different liberos, and me and Devynn are the exact example of that. Like, if you know Devynn, she's like loud, spunky, cheerful, all that stuff, and like I'm not mean, but I tend to lay lower when it comes to playing.
Controlled.
Like I get excited. Just stay calm.
Devynn's out of control and loud. That's what I gathered. Okay.
So like I feel like we learn to understand like what the team needs most in that moment. Like that's how like it's been like so easy playing together. Like and being friends with it all. Like we learn like we're different, but like we both help our team in a different way. That's kind of what I learned with comparison. Yeah.
So who'd you compare yourself to? Can I ask?
Julia. I compare myself to Julia. Yeah, because I mean, you have all of those outside factors. I mean, we're crosstown rivals. We like people compare us, so then it's kind of hard. I don't know if you feel this way, but it's kind of hard not to like kind of think about that yourself. It's like you have so many people being like, "Oh my gosh, you're the same age, same color hair, like go to the opposite schools, like, but you're still
same position, same club team."
So it's kind of hard to like.
Same carpool.
Right. And then, but at the same time, it's like your best friend. So it's like, it's really hard because it's like, you're trying not to with all these outside factors and stuff. But then at the end of the day, it's like when we're out on the court together, it's like all of that goes away. And it's like, you can't, there's like no comparison because we're both different people.
Yeah.
So the negative comparison, just so I'm clear, because I want to be clear. The negative comparison is when you're comparing yourself to somebody directly on your team. Yeah. And then the negative thoughts could come from, oh, she's better than me. She's getting more playing time right now. I stink. I don't know. And then like nitpick. Oh my gosh, she shanked that ball. Yeah. I should be in right now. This is stupid. Coach is dumb.
Yes.
Blah, blah, blah. She's slacking off in the weight room, cutting corners at Oak. Bad.
Yes.
That bad.
Yes. And so, but I also want to acknowledge that those thoughts are totally normal because they go across every single player's brain. It's every single one. It's like whether you're a setter, whether you're an outside, whether you're middle, you always have somebody that's playing next to you. You're running a 6-2. The setter, there's two setters on the court. You always have two middles. You always have two outsides. You always have two liberos. It's like it goes through every player's mind. So it's normal. It's a normal thing to do. It's just the way you handle it. And I think we've handled it really, really well.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Is there positive comparison that you've done?
Yeah.
I'm not saying between you two, but between you and I'm thinking liberos before you and things.
I think it's been one of Eric's goals too was to kind of use me and Devynn as an example for the whole club to show like they're like me and Devynn, like we're going for the same spot, but we do it in the right way. Like we push each other, but like we do it like in a healthy way. Like,
it's like we're not, he's always put it as we're not competing against each other. We're pushing each other. It's keep going.
No, after one of our matches, he told me like, one thing that you need to learn from Devynn is I want you to be louder. I want you to have more fun. So like he uses comparison as a way to make each other better. Like he uses her to help me and me to help her. Like that's the kind of stuff that he does. Yeah. Coaches do, but Eric's our coach this year. So that's what I've noticed from him that helps me with my comparison.
And like, I need to be more controlled in certain moments. Like sometimes I feel like the way like if there's an intense match, I'm like, okay, let's go. Like, I'm like, let's go. But our team 181, we're not the type of team that needs that in that situation. So a lot of the times I result back to Julia and our team results back to Julia in those high intense moments, because having more control in those moments are what's better in that moment for our team.
Gotcha.
We have some stress balls on our team that just like had just been like, oh my God, like gotta win this. But I think it's helped to just sit back and be like, hey, it's supposed to have, it's a game. It's supposed to be fun. Like, calm down. We're good. Like, that's just kind of what we've got to do. So, when it's that.
Comparisons to kids that have come before you, older kids?
Yeah.
And then who? All right.
Do you want me to
call
go
off
first?
names
You
here?
can go first.
I'm curious to know who you're going to say.
I've compared myself a lot to Abby Schlater on my sister's team.
Okay.
I admired how she played the game. I thought that her athleticism, the way that she approached the game, a lot of people looking at her might have been like, oh, like she's pretty intimidating. And I feel like that is probably not something that you can see as much in me. Like, I feel like I'm kind of more like happy, woo. Yeah. But I admired how Abby's
very stoic.
Yes. And it has gotten her to a place. I mean, she's doing so well at Memphis right now. Yeah. Like she's doing so good. So I'm like, I just like, I compare myself like, not like that, more just like, I want to be her. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. So that's basically what I compared myself to. There's been other ones like, it was more like, I wish I had the control of like Kara Erdman or something like that. Yeah. So it's like, I don't know. So there's those ones, but then at the end of the day, I think Abby is the one that's like, I want to be like her
in a healthy way.
Yes. Yeah.
Mine is Hannah Langton, I would say, because I
see similarities there.
Yeah.
Control.
Yeah. I was able to play with her my 16th year. I played with her when they were at the 17s, same spot and stuff. And I just got to like play with her and just watch her, like watching her, even like becoming friends that year. We were tight. Like, I just got to see like how she does it. Like she's very, very good. Yeah. But I don't know. I love how she leads her team. She's always calm and she makes like the craziest plays. Like, and then she's doing so well in college. Like, I just feel like I want to like be as in control of her playing as she is, you know, that kind of stuff.
So I noticed this, but this is the 90s. So tell me if I'm wrong here. So is this stuff that you're just reflecting on now, or is this stuff where 4 years ago, when in the gym with these kids that you just laid out, you were like, holy crap, look at what Abby just did there. Holy cow. Hannah, how did Hannah pass that ball?
100% yes for Hannah.
Okay.
I've been thinking about her ever since Hannah was playing with Kylie. Like, I would watch them and be like, wow, she's really good.
With Abby.
This is not a new thing.
No.
Okay.
No.
I like personally with Abby, like you could see like at the demos, obviously 81, like 71, those are the teams that demo a lot. And so it's like when you saw them just fly after balls, the athleticism that both those players have, Hannah and Abby, different ways, but they both have a lot of athleticism. The way that they controlled themselves in those moments, again, different players, but it was just like, it's just one of those things that's like, you want to be them. Like, it's like you could see yourself being that person. So yeah.
The sidebar, this has nothing to do with you guys. The goal that I have for next year, and we started it this year and then we got derailed with different things. And I need to figure out, because the 18 schedule is so intense. Yeah. Because you're done now, you know, 6 weeks, 2 months before everyone else. And, you know, and there's a lot packed in that short time. And I don't think that our 17s and 18s realize how many kids look up to them.
Yeah.
100%.
As you guys are out there demoing most drills. 71's next to you demoing those drills, you know, how many 15s and 16s are looking, you know, and just, you know, maybe not even paying attention to the drill, but like, you know, watching like, holy crap, I can't believe, you know, Trixie hit that ball. So she pounded, like, what the heck did, you know, holy cow, Allie put that ball exactly where it needed to be. Sweet goodness. You know, I just think that's a big deal that I don't know. I think you think about when you're young, but then all of a sudden you get older and you forget.
Yeah. That's 100% true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think there's a leadership thing here and you know, that type of, you know, where, I don't know, I just think we need to talk about it more. Yeah. Because I feel like I just talked about it a little bit and then there's so many things to talk about. Yeah. And that just gets pushed to the side. And I think it's a big deal.
It does cross my, sorry.
You go.
Like, I've thought about like, wow, like they're all watching me right now. Like, this is so cool. And like, I like get flashbacks to watching people and be like, it's my job to show them how that we are the 18-1 team. Like, it's my job to show them like, this is what you need to strive to be like. So I feel like at least every practice, I would say I do think like, okay, like I have to show them like, this is why we're here. Like, this is how hard we play.
Yeah.
Every single drill, you know, that's what I think about.
I mean, like 2 things just going off that, like even the other day, like when they couldn't, it was yesterday when they couldn't hear like the TV because we were screaming so loud, like, and they had to tell us that. It was just like, I was just like, oh, like I like that. I like that about our team. Like, I like that we like, I feel like every single person could take something from that. Just like being louder, being more like, I don't know. And then, just a second thing, I don't know. I feel, wait, sorry. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, I forgot it. Dang it. I forgot.
We'll bring it back, Dev.
Yeah.
Lots to talk about. This whole experience, and I'm talking everything here in the way of, again, the train in Oak, the, you know, VC, you guys have been here for 7 and 8 years. You've been here as long as we've been here.
Yeah. You've
been here as long as VCI has been here.
Yeah.
Make sure nobody, you know, from the beginning to the end here, Dev. Julia, you're right there. How's this experience shaped you?
Well,
and let's be specific here. Don't give me any frou-frou. I'm a better person now.
Oh,
yeah.
You're great people, but like, give me some specifics here.
I think
because what you did, here's where I'm going with this. What you guys have done is hard as heck.
Yeah.
It's not easy. It is challenging. It is tough. There are days, I guarantee, well, there are probably more than you want to admit, days you don't want to drive here. You don't want to lace up those shoes. There's like, gosh, why, you know, you're driving. Why am I doing this?
Yeah.
Oh, I hate my life. Yeah. Can I fake a car accident right now and go home? Is there, you know, oh, flat tire. I'm sorry. I won't be able to make it tonight.
Yeah.
Because this is hard. This is challenging. Again, you've come out on the other end. Okay. And not that you're at the finish line, because you have 4 more years to hopefully enjoy the heck out of the sport and get everything. And college is not easy. And I pray that you guys have really positive experiences, because sadly not everybody has a positive experience in college. I wish everybody did, but they don't. And, you know, I'm hoping the best for you guys. How's this experience shaped you?
I just have one quick thing that maybe you can go, let me get back first. But like being like from Woodstock, like there aren't many goober athletes who are girls who end up going to college. And it's I think even like at Woodstock, the school I go to, like there's been like one girl every year who plays club volleyball at my school and who has experience. And so I feel like the amount of girls who I know look up to me, like at camp, at practice, like for my high school, I'm like, wow, like I need to show them that I get to do this, and I like put my whole heart into it. Like no one else from Woodstock comes to VC. Like I'm the only one from Woodstock that plays at VC, which is
what the heck, Jewel?
Right?
We can't get more.
I know, it's crazy. So I'm just like, I know they all know like how hard I work for this sport and how much of it means to me. Like I want to show them that it's like it's half of me, you know. Like I just want to show them that I work so hard, and that's just the first part of it.
To be that leader. Yeah. And you feel that pressure. Yeah. I think that's healthy.
Yeah, I do too.
I mean, to a point.
Yeah.
You don't need to be yearning for everyone's approval, but you feel that pressure, and good.
Yeah, I feel like for me, this whole experience, these like last 8 years, have taught me just strength, and not in the way like of how much I can carry and how much is like put on my shoulders and stuff, but in the way
how much
of,
you
like,
can back squat and deadlift. Yes, Devin, I totally agree.
Exactly.
Completely. Yes. Yeah,
but more in the way of like love and humility and that stuff, because I feel like I've been shown love through my teammates. Like I need to learn how to love them and support them and do all of that stuff. I need to be humble, like what Julia was saying. Like we get to be here, we get to be here. It's not a have to. And so it's like, I just feel like I've learned so much that like has made me stronger. And again, not in the way of like, I can carry all of this. Like I'm not like gonna be like, oh my gosh, I have an AP class, I have a test tomorrow, this and this. Like obviously that's gonna take a lot, like, and you have to be a strong person to deal with that. But like despite all of that, that has taught me so much other things that like has made me stronger. And again, like the carrying stuff didn't make me stronger. It was like what came after that and like that stuff. So yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah.
Because I would think, again, whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I don't know if that's completely true, but like, again, what you guys did here was a ton of work.
Yeah.
And come off on the other side and good.
Yeah. And also one thing, like, people see how hard, like, goes for me and Devin, like our friends, like, aren't all big athletes. Like,
no,
they're kind of like, oh yeah, like, I'm in high school, I go to work, that kind of stuff. And they, like, the amount of times, like, I've had to say no to a hangout, or sorry, I had to go home. I have to be up at butt crack of dawn tomorrow morning. Like, I cannot hang out. Like, they're like, that's so boring. I'm like, okay, but like, I have a big goal here. You know, like, just showing 100%. Them like how much this really is. Like, that's something else like, that I still have to do. Literally can't do it tonight, guys. You know, but yeah.
Like I'm laughing at this because on the way here, like literally the car right here, one of my friends texts me. She goes, "Are you going to the baseball game tonight?" I'm like, "Nope, no, I'm not. I'm going to BC." Like I don't know. It's just like, I like that you said that because I feel like that like is also a big thing for a lot of athletes to understand. And if you want to get to that level that you need, like that. You see these other athletes that you want to get there. Like we saw Abby and Hannah reach those goals and stuff like that. And we saw what they had to go through to get that goal. And so now it's just like reflecting back on it. Like the fact that like we are doing that and we keep doing that. Just like, I don't know. I'm like a little proud of myself. Like I feel like it's hard to say no. And it's hard to say,
very hard to say no.
say no. It's hard to feel like you're missing out on stuff. But like at the end of the day, like this is so much more rewarding. Like, I don't know.
There's a saying, you're whatever the sum or the average of the 5 people that you hang around most. And because if you hang out with 5 idiots, you're probably going to be an idiot too. But if you hang out with, we say 5, but we'll say that, the 10 other people that are on your team, that's a different deal. Yeah. Thank you, Kyle, for turning down the music. Like, I mean, everything there just makes sense. Like, hey, you have high standards. You have high standards. The rest of your team has high standards. This is where we want to go. Yeah. Versus the typical. Yeah. You want to go to the baseball game? Go get pizza. Like, not that there's anything wrong with that. That's great. Pizza's amazing. Who doesn't love, And then baseball in April in Northern Illinois. Yeah. Good weather night tonight, actually. Yeah.
And I will say for those who like are watching this, maybe like if you have a friend who like, because this is me. Like I had a couple friends like couple years ago who didn't make the best choices, and I wouldn't do those things with them. So I tell them like, no, sorry, can't. They didn't talk to me as much as in work. They're like, man, she's boring. But like the friends that I have now fled to me because we have the same goals, qualities. Like, so that like, if you ever like, man, I'm kind of have no friends right now. Like you will find your people. Like even if it's not now, like time will happen and help and you'll be fine. Cause I went through that for a little bit. I'm like, man, like, these girls aren't doing the best things ever, So I think that's important too, like knowing it's okay to say no because that's who you are, it's all whatever. But,
And as much as like, I don't know, I feel like coming here as hard as it is some days, like again, like, oh, I don't want to drive like here. I have homework to do, all of that stuff. Like as hard as that stuff is, like you have your support system here. Like my teammates are probably my like top 3 support systems, like behind my parents, you know what I mean? Who's a huge support system. So it's like having those people like here because they get exactly what you're going through is like the best. Cause then you become best friends. Like, I don't know. I just feel like all my teammates have been my best friends throughout the years. And like, So
not to derail. We had Anna Stevenson Hall on the podcast a few weeks ago. She plays for Madtown. Played at Louisville,
nice.
Middle. She's super nice kid. Holy cow. But we talked some nutrition, things like that. Obviously, I know you guys already listened to that episode of the podcast. Thank you so much. But she said something where, I don't know how we got on this topic, but we started talking about like recruiting and stuff like that. And she said, the common thing in recruiting, people say, oh, go to the college where if all of a sudden volleyball doesn't work out, you can at least enjoy the school because that school was a good fit for you and blah, 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 blah. And she said, I don't like that advice. I say you need to fall in love with the volleyball program that is there, because you could fall in love with the university, but you're not really going to do much with the university.
Yeah.
You know, oh, but their football team, you're not going to football games.
No.
Because you're probably on the road. You might go to one football game, you know, well, one of those weekends that that you happen not to play and they happen to play at home and but every other time, oh, but they're, you know, blah, blah, you know, whatever, the social piece. Well, there's no social piece because you have practice at 6 a.m. that next morning, and you can't stay up, you know, crazy late. And not that it has to be, you know, college's drudgery, because, you know, that's not the experience. But like, if you're going to, you have this high standard for, hey, I want to play at this level and do these things. Yeah. And not saying you find a university that you hate, but you love you know, whatever. But like, she very much said, hey, the number one thing is, you know, it's the team and the coach. Yeah. And you have to fall in love with those guys. And, you know, you know, maybe the campus is, you know, not as pretty as you want. That is okay. You know, because if you're in love with the volleyball team, you know, or whatever, fill in the blank sport, those are your people. Those are the 5 people, 10 people, 15 people you hang around the most. And sorry, that's just where my mind went when you guys went there. Agree. There you go. Okay, we're gonna end this with some happiness here. Favorite, you guys spend whatever double-digit hours per week hanging out here between the training at Oak and on the court playing some volleyball. Favorite part of this experience over the past 7-8 years?
Gosh. I don't even know if I have a favorite. I feel like every single day it's something new. I feel like our 14s year, this is such a weird memory. Allie always tipped over ball carts. Every single practice, she would just fall like on a ball cart with Brianna. It was so funny. And then it's like the next year, there's another little cork. And then the next year, like she'd be running and the ball cart's behind her and she'd run and the ball, it would trip over her foot.
It would like hit her ankle and then fly over and the balls would go everywhere.
It was like every single practice too. I couldn't oh my gosh. It was so like, and that's just an example. Like every year I feel like there's something new. There's something like funnier that happens. It's like every practice too, through the hard and through the fun, through the hard, through the everything. Like, I don't know. I feel like I can't have a favorite because all of it's something that I'm grateful for. Yeah. So yeah.
I agree. Everything's great. but sorry. I would say like when we're out at like big tournament. That was good. Being out at tournaments and like hanging out after in a hotel room or like getting all jazzed up and to top golf or you know, like I think just like finding like the people in the teammates too has been really fun, and like all the parents that are like now our second mom and dads now, like finding all that too has really like, it's like you're not alone through all this. Like it's hard, but like you have all these people that like you know, like more than just my person that I play next to, you know, like so that's something that I really one of my favorite things that I've found here, and especially with not just me, but like my own parents too have found like best friends through I'm serious, like they text like Trish, Jackie, like once a day. Hey,
our dads went to a movie together one time. It's just like I don't know, and so
bro
like,
date.
Yes, like just
what
like,
you doing?
Nothing. Want to go to a movie?
What'd they see?
I think it was Top Gun.
It's the most sure movie ever. I don't know. I feel like just going off of that, I don't know if I'm sure you feel the same way. I feel like a lot of people at school, a lot of people like at your town, they see you as a volleyball player. It's like your thing is volleyball. You're good at that. We'll respect you for that, all of this stuff. But when you come here and when you have these people, you are seen more than just a volleyball player because we're all equals. You know what I mean? Like we all play this sport. We all do this. And it's not just like, as much as I love being like, oh, she's a great athlete. She's all this, like she's D1, you know what I mean? Like all that stuff, like that's great. But at the same time, it's like, that's surface level stuff. When you get to know people like beneath the surface and their actual personalities and get what each other are going through, because we're all going through the same thing. It's just like, again, it's just your people. I don't know.
Why are you thinking about the button?
I think it's hilarious. You guys, I thought you were gonna. I don't know where you're gonna go with it. I think it's funny that you can't really focus on one thing, that it was the experience as a whole.
Yeah.
Every year was a little bit different. You know, every year built kind of on the the previous year.
Yeah.
You know,
you get new teammates every year too. That's the best thing. Like, literally every year your team changes, and like, as sad as it is seeing some people go and stuff, like, you get more people to be best friends with. It's like the best thing. It's like, as sad as it was for Kate not to be on our team this year, like, we were still, like, we roomed together in Costa Rica, and like, literally the connection was still there. It's like, you still have your best friends, like, even if you're not on the same team, and like, then you get to build more. So it's like, it's great. I don't know.
Fun.
Yeah.
Fun. I had one other thought with that. What was it, Kate? See, Deb, you just did this a second ago, and then
I know, I'm so mad I forgot about it. I can't even remember.
Caitlin.
I could press on the button if you want me to. Oh,
is it? I don't know where I was going with that. It was good though. Okay. Here's how we'll wrap up. I need the top 3 words to describe your experience over the last 7-8 years. Only 3.
Strength, grit, and joyful.
Wow. That's good, Dev. Holy cow.
Yeah. That's
I have 2. I ain't even.
Give me the 2. Start with that.
No, I only have 1. I forgot the other one. Well, this isn't like a good word, but it's like a description.
Yeah.
Roller coaster.
Okay.
Exciting. Yeah.
Even sad at times.
Yeah.
Even sad.
Yeah.
There's some heartbreaking moments.
Like up and down with the roller coaster.
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
Like, it's worth it. Worth it's what I wish I could use. That's 2 words.
Yeah. That's okay. We'll hyphenate it.
Worth it. Yeah.
100%.
I think it's interesting because we didn't have this club thing to this extent at all when I was in school. And so literally I just knew people at Little Sycamore High School.
Yeah.
And we literally just hated all the people from DeKalb High School.
Yeah.
The idea of like combining with them to do some club basketball or something like that.
They were thinking about that in our district.
Oh yeah.
Like a year or 2 ago. They were like, let's combine schools. So it's like going to be a freshman, sophomore campus, junior, senior campus.
Yeah.
So.
See, I don't like that idea in the sense of like, it's not like you guys are the size of Polo. Like,
no,
like you're plenty big.
Yeah.
By combining, instead of having 2 freshman basketball teams, now you have 1 freshman basketball team. Now you have to cut a bunch of
and
kids.
now half the kids get to play.
Yeah. If you're the size of Dakota, I kind of get it.
Yeah.
You know, you have to have people come out for the softball team where there's literally no softball team.
Yeah.
We cancel it. Like that's, you know, They talked about that in Belvedere when I was there. And I was like, no, guys, we're big enough. Like this is, give kids opportunities.
Yeah.
But I think it's interesting just because coming from this realm of coaching high school and just being very much in this high school space, like very little club experience, like we worked to develop the kids that came to our school, and that's what we did. And then whatever, basketball, track, or cross country or whatever, that's what we did. To have kind of the top 5% of every local school in the area coming here. Mm-hmm. And like, again, I'm just going back to you're the average of the 5 people you hang around most.
Yeah.
Like, no wonder the standard is so high. You're having the best of the best. I remember, like, I don't know, pick a sport. In basketball, I'd have 2 studs and then 13 kids that worked okay. And they tried and they enjoyed basketball, but not to the extent of these 2 studs, that would go out and do the club thing and run through the wall for a loose ball, dive on the court, be bleeding, and now to have all those kids on the same team at the same time.
Wow,
I think it's interesting to listen to club coaches complain sometimes. Like, do you guys realize how good you have it?
Yeah.
Have you tried to coach high school? Because it's
a different world.
It's a different world.
Yeah.
And I think it's a different experience for you guys. You're swinging on the outside this year. You sat the year before.
Both were outside.
You're on the outside this year.
Last year I sat,
Like that's a different.
Yeah.
That's a different deal. Little less. It's different.
Yeah. It's also hard. Like, just last thought, like, it's hard because, again, we do hold ourselves to a certain standard in high school. And it's like, we don't have players around us that hold each other, that hold them to that standard and hold us to that standard. So it's like, you are holding your team and yourself to that standard, people don't like you. And I was hated on my team
You're
this
like
year,
a
besides two
teacher.
people.
You're like a teacher.
Literally,
trying to show them.
Yeah, it's like, it's really hard because it's also they're your peers and you're trying to be best friends with them at the same time. But it's also like, this is your thing, and so it's like when it's your thing, it's your thing, and so it's like it's hard because it's like as much as like I would want to take back some things, it's like I wouldn't trade it for anything. Like I'm like I don't know.
I get,
I'm gonna play the applause one.
Gosh, I was talking to, who was I talking to? Was it Grace herself, or it might have been Jen? But talking about Grace Lichtard last year, and similar situation with Sycamore volleyball, where Grace was so intense.
We played
she had such a high standard, and not everybody on her team. And no offense to any of that, but like she wanted to like, and
it's just
calm down, Grace. But like she wants it so bad. Like how do you? You're like that's tough.
Yeah.
Guys, what did we miss? What do you wish I would have asked you that I didn't?
I think you covered a lot of it. I don't know. I feel like I said what I wanted to say about it. Yeah. I think I didn't, I like that, like, we didn't sugarcoat anything on this because I think that a lot of athletes go through really hard times, compare themselves to their peers, people on their team. And like, at the end of the day, those are the people that you're supposed to be like, those are your people. So like, just enjoy it while you can, because it really does fly by. This went by so fast. Like as long as it feels like, it's so fast. So
I agree.
No, I appreciate you two specifically. I appreciate the standard that you set, continue to set. I do appreciate you being so real with everything. I think it's really easy in 2025 to get frustrated, to be at the bottom of that roller coaster. Not where you want to be, and just quit, be done, move on. And again, there's so many variables here. There's coaching, there's, your teammates, there's so many variables here that, not everything is going to be good all the time. Often things will be terrible. Much of the time. Okay. And there will be highs. But you probably won't remember the highs because you're going to be focused on the lows. And, and again, it's so easy to give up. It's so easy just to, whatever, write it off or whatever. And I hate that. I hate that it's so easy to, just to turn off, to give up. And it's frustrating because I see how hard kids work. Out there, in here, the money that goes with it. This is not a cheap thing. Your parents are never going to retire. Those poor teachers. Jeez, work till they're 80.
My parents work in this concession stand over here.
Yes, there we go.
Some hot dogs and nachos just so I could do fun things. Like go to Costa Rica. That's like how that's how hard they work. Yeah. So it's a lot.
Shout out to parents.
Shout out. Yes.
Awesome. But no, guys, I appreciate the standards you've set. I have loved coaching you guys. It's been a lot of fun. We're going to miss you next year.
We'll be back.
We will be back. Trust. I'll be back I'll probably come back like the week after nationals, just trying to stay in shape before college.
No, me too.
God.
Good.
I leave in a month, like 2 months.
It's fast.
It's really fast.
It's fast.
Yeah.
I would like to at some point, give this time, but like as we get through our first year, let's redo this podcast.
I was just gonna say that,
and reflect a little bit, because guys, I've had too many kids on the podcast that have not had positive collegiate experiences, and it stinks, and so I like to work this hard for something, and you guys seem to be in great spots, so I'm thrilled for you, and I want you to light it up. Thank you.
Thank you,
Adam.
People, listeners want to follow you and see all the great things that you're doing.
Yes.
Where do they go?
Follow me. Follow me on TikTok and Instagram. Devynn.Schulze. And that's it.
You're the same on both?
Yeah. Or Instagram. That's TikTok. TikTok is Devynn.Schulze, DEVYNN.SCHULZE. And then it's the same spelling, no dot for Instagram.
So all one word.
Yep.
Gotcha.
All one word. No,
I misspell Schulze every time I post it.
I spelled it for them. SCHULZE.
Your dad sends me a text. She's like, "You don't know how to spell my name, do you?" I'm like, "No, Eric, I obviously don't." I leave out a vowel or a
no T
or a consonant or something. There's so
It's all
many.
good.
There are more letters than I feel like there need to be.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
No, a lot of people mistake it with the T. A lot of people think there's T's in it.
I always think there's
No
a T.
E.
Yeah.
But there is a T.
Throws me off.
Or not a T.
Instagram, Julia_Laidig_.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Boom.
Julia_Laidig was already taken, so you had to put the second underscore there.
Yeah.
Son of a gun.
I know. I was mad.
There are too many accounts.
I know.
Too many accounts. Ladies,
Yep.
thank you. Appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for doing
Wait.
this.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
I meant to do the applause. Wait.
Which one's the applause?
Nope.
That's the creepy one.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yay.
There we go. We nailed it. Listeners, thanks for listening.
Thank you.
We'll catch you on the next one.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks again for listening to another episode of Oak Performance Radio. Don't forget to check us out on the social at Oak Performance and online at www.oakstrength.com/Oak Performance. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next time.